All right, welcome back to the Coventry City Review on Terrace Talk. This week, Claudio's taking a well-earned rest, and we've got Coventry City fan Jack with us. How are you, Jack?
Good, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, good. We're going to talk about what went wrong against Cardiff. We're going to talk about the Leeds game coming up, and we're also going to ask for Coventry City's Player of the Month for March. And we are talking about 90th minute winners. So, Jack, get your thinking cap on. We're going to come to you and ask you what is the best 90th plus minute winner you have seen for Coventry. And if you're a Coventry City fan, start putting that in the comments below as well. Right, let's jump straight into it. We've got our Leeds fan on standby waiting to join us. So before we bring the enemy in, what happened against Cardiff? They're a set piece team, and you go and let them stick it in the box, and I mean, four unfortunate own goals. And what was your view of the game?
Yeah, I mean, we started really brightly, first 25 minutes. I thought we were unbelievable. It was sort of showing the signs of the Wolves game we had in the FA Cup the other week. And I just thought, if any team come against us when we're playing like this, we're going to have them. And it was a case of when we were going to score. We did score about 25 minutes in, and that was it. We just thought the game was won and took our foot off the gas. Obviously, with two own goals, both freakish. So they didn't put the ball in the back of the net. We did it for them. But, we've still got to do better than that. We've still got to score more goals. And we can't seem to buy a clean sheet at the moment. So we always knew a goal was going to be conceded. We always had to score two, and we just didn't do that.
Yeah, and you'd see Norwich lose, hadn't you, at lunchtime to Leicester. So do you think part of them went into that game going, right, Norwich have lost, Cardiff have got nothing to play for? Do you think they slightly underestimated the opponents?
Probably. I mean, we don't have a good recent history against Cardiff. We lost 3-2 there in September at their place. Yeah, I mean, that might have played on the players' minds. I hope it didn't, because I hope we've got a sort of mentality in the squad that won't affect, or the results don't affect us. But you can't help but think it did. Once the first goal went in, we did take our foot off the gas. We relaxed. And yeah, that was our own downfall, really.
Yeah. All right. Well, 6 more games to go. 3 at home, 3 away, and it doesn't get much bigger this weekend. The visit of Leeds. Let's bring in our Leeds fan to preview this game. Steve, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you guys doing?
Yeah, all right. Are you looking forward to this one? There was a bit of needle between these two sides at Ellen Road. It was a bit of a feisty affair. Are you looking forward to your trip to Coventry, Steve?
No. I thought Coventry were really good at Elland Road earlier this season. One of the only teams that really sort of troubled us in the first half. They went 1-0 up, and we really had to dig in to get that equaliser. I think Somerville scored it around the hour mark. Yeah, at the end of the game, we could have probably edged it and got a second goal, but no, I thought it was a very fully deserved draw for both teams. And prior to the Cardiff result, were on a good winning run. Teetering on the edge of getting into the playoffs. So yeah, it's going to be a really difficult game, just like it was for us against Hull. So yeah, it's going to be a really tough game. I don't think it's going to be an easy one, and hopefully, Liam Kitching will do his old team, Leeds United, some favours and maybe carry on that own goal scoring streak.
Jack, it was only third home defeat in the league this season. Only Ipswich and Leeds have actually lost less games. But how does Mark Robbins approach this one? Can't go at it hell for leather like you did against Wolves and other teams. Is he right? Do you think to take a more cautious approach to this one, or does he just say, "Well, let's just play them at their own game again"?
I think because we were a bit cautious after taking the lead against Cardiff, that's not the way to go. We do well playing against teams that come at us. So if they come at us, we'll go at them harder. So we just need to play our game. We don't need to try and change things. If we play how we want to play, like we did at Wolves, maybe not as fearlessly, because there is more on the line realistically in this game for a playoff place than there is in an FA Cup game that we know we're not going to win the tournament. But we just need to play our game. And if we play our game, I give us a good chance.
Yeah, Mark Robbins likes playing against Leeds as well. He's only lost once in his whole career when he was back at Huddersfield. Steve, can you get on board with that? Do you think VAR changes anything in their approach to this one? I mean, I've only seen Leeds play one way, which is on the front foot. Could he play a more reserve style when needed?
Yeah, I think he can do, but I don't think there's any need for us to do that. I think we have to go there and respect Coventry and the results that they've got. But, you know, we're fighting our own game at the moment, and it's at the top of the league for automatic. So we have to go there. We have to try to play our game and you know, do what we've been doing against a lot of teams, which has obviously given us a lot of success. We're yet to lose this year, so we need to continue that confidence up. But let's take nothing away from it. It's not going to be an easy game. There's going to be easier games we'll have between now and the end of the season. And I think a lot of Leeds fans are thinking this is going to be a tough game on Saturday for us.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to get my bets on the yellow cards in this game. I think this is going to be another feisty affair. All right, let's get some score predictions before we say goodbye to you, Steve. Archie Gray was 10 years old last time Leeds won at Coventry. Steve, let's get your score prediction for this one.
Well, yeah, I think we just need to keep doing what we're doing at the moment. The good thing that I will say about Leeds at the moment is I don't actually think we're playing the best, but we are getting results. You know, the second half, the stats are that we don't concede, and you know, once we do get that first goal, we haven't lost this season. So I think it's really important for us to start well. Yeah, we know Coventry are going to come at us, and rightly so. They're at home, so they should. But I've got to back us, and I think it'll be a still really tight game, and probably one of the only times I'll say it this year. I think we're going to probably do maybe a 1-0.
Okay, Jack. Not ideal preparations for Leeds losing to Cardiff, but you see getting the number on them?
I can't see us winning, if I'm honest. If we'd have beat Cardiff yesterday, then yes, I probably would have backed us. I think we're very leggy from having quite a few games recently and not the biggest squad. We can see goals. We haven't really kept clean sheets in a very long time. But we do score goals as well. So I can see a goal each. But I can see a 1-1 draw, maybe even a 2-1 Leeds win. I hate to admit it, but that's where I'm leaning right now.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much for that. Steve, good luck to you. I'll just pop you off. Thank you very much. All right, Jack. It's now April. Who do you give your Player of the Month for March award to, and why? Quite a few contenders, I'd imagine, for this.
I see it as a standout. I see Ellis Sims as our Player of the Month. If we're talking championship only, he scored, I think, 5 goals this month, including a perfect hat-trick. Yes, it was against Rotherham, but you still got to score them. And he scored 2 goals against Wolves as well. So he's my Player of the Month without a doubt.
All right, then. And Coventry fans, get typing away in the comments. What is the best 90th minute plus winner you've seen Coventry score? Jack, what's yours?
I wanna give 2. One, because it was the FA Cup and it was fresh in our heads from the other week, but that 99th minute winner against Wolves that we created was incredible. It's the best game I've ever been to. So that has to be up there. But the first game when we returned to Coventry after having 2 years in Birmingham, after COVID, so it's the first game that the fans went to. We had Forest at home in the year they got promoted, and we scored a 96th minute winner to win that first game back in Coventry. And that just what it meant to us having the fans back, being back in Coventry, what that goal meant was that we could progress as a club again rather than fall backwards.
This one, it's really somber moment, wasn't it? Of course, as well. After all those years exiled to different cities. All right, if you can think of any other 90th minutes, put them in the comments below. Thank you so much for joining us, Jack, and we'll get to hopefully see you again on the channel soon. Thank you very much for joining us.
No problem. Thank you for having me.